haven't streamed since the last video. It was like maybe over an hour or so. So basically we're just gonna be playing Minecraft as usual, and also let's have some chat because there is a lot of things that needs to be talked about, and there's a lot of things that's been going on since the last video, so I thought why not give you guys a full update. So from the last video, there has been a lot of changements, you know, friends, viewers, all of that stuff. So yeah, and also Minecraft had an update called the WoW update. If you guys probably already know by now, you know, everybody kind of know about the WoW update. I'm sure everybody knows about this. So basically, the WoW update and the Warden has put the dark cave, the dark biomes, the dark instant cities, and all of that fun stuff. So I thought, you know, since we're on survival, we're not going to find it real quick because that's way too difficult to find. But on the other version, there has been a few discussions that I need to talk about because it's required to people, to video games, and just my Minecraft opinion on this game. We had a decent conversation with someone the other day, and I thought that, hey, why not? Let's talk about it. So obviously you guys didn't know, I was playing on the Xbox 360 back when I was 14 years old. And then, well, you know, as I reached up to 20 years old, I, you know, had some different friends, different environment, and just, you know, learning about yourself. And that's what kind of led me on the PS4. So, I'm going to be, you know what? I was going to be like, well, I'm not going to say any names, but at this point, you know, they're not going to watch my stream, so why not? There is a particular person that was a really close friend of mine, and I had the channel, the Mr. Black Swag back in the day, and we did kind of make like a lot of Minecraft videos. Ooh, that's a really big freaking hole. Holy camole. Okay, so speaking of this hole, I'm gonna go back into that topic there. So me and this person, I think was from last night, we were discussing of how much we really hate holes and how much these holes got so much bigger, and I'm sorry, I don't like holes. I don't know why. It's just, this is way beyond, way too big, and this is just getting out of hand, for me anyway. I don't mind caves and cliffs. I really do not mind them, but this type of hole, this is a whole new level of the game. And I have spoken to someone the other day, as I was saying, that I really like the game. I really like the mountains and cliffs. But unfortunately, this fucking crazy hole keeps getting bigger and bigger. And that's probably the one thing I do not like about Minecraft, unfortunately. And this actually terrifies me. I know you're thinking, it's just a hole, whoop-de-doo, you know, you can fall into the water, leveled up. But this really takes a really big chunk of the world. And I'm not even just saying like a good part of it, but all these big holes are just taking a big chunk of the world, and I just find them really unnecessarily. I don't know why. It's just, this just makes the game so much creepier. Like, this is a huge fucking hole, as you guys can see that. Hi viewer, welcome. I just thought I'd be discussing of how much I really hate holes in Minecraft, and this is like one of my Minecraft issues where I just really don't like these big giant holes. How much that they're just taking a big chunk of the world, and I don't know. I just don't like big holes somehow. They're just, I don't know. It's like, it's so unnecessarily to have all these big holes. And it's just, I don't know, it takes like a good chunk of the world off. And yeah, you can go down by the water. I usually find a good technique to go down the water as like an elevator, because someone's like, hey, let's go down an elevator. So yeah, that's one of the good reasons why I like about water, because it definitely saves your life and stuff, but unfortunately these type of holes, I just do not like them at all. It's just, I never really liked the holes. So, yeah, it's just one of the reasons why I just never really like holes, unfortunately. So, another thing that I don't like about Minecraft at this point is, how the worlds and the biomes are just, I don't know if that makes sense, but I really, how does the good word for it? I don't like how certain part of the map has like a lot of water and then barely have any land. And that's one of the good reasons why I don't like Minecraft at this point, because there's just so much water. Like, I'm not even talking about this little fountain down there. I'm literally talking about like chunks of oceans. Like really big chunks of oceans and oceans and oceans and oceans. And, you know, big chunks of oceans, unfortunately. I find all these big chunks of oceans really takes a lot of chunk of the world, I find. Like, it's really good to go, like, treasure hunting or something like that, but when there's, like, a good chunk of, like, 4,000 blocks of water, it just, I don't know, it fears me. It's just like, oh my god, why so much chunk of water? It's just, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be opening this map right here in front of me, and this entire thing would be full of water. And I would just be like, okay, well, that's it. You know, that's all there is. There's just a block of water. It's nothing bad or anything. It's just sometimes I would wish there would be more land, more place to go. I would love if there was, like, butterflies in the game. More insect, maybe towards the insect categories. I would totally love if they would add insect, like I don't know, like ladybugs, butterflies, like all of that stuff. That would be kind of great. Unfortunately, it's just, I don't know, I find that would be kind of cool if they did. Yeah, that's one of the two reasons why I just necessarily don't like Minecraft. Those are the two reasons I wish they would fix that. Just maybe like less chunk of water. I know I'm just roaming around, but that's normally me. Alright, so another thing that I wanted to chat about was the story. This is my own personal story, and I've mentioned this before. I think probably in my other video between Xbox 360 and PlayStation. I haven't really fully kind of go through it in a way. I haven't really fully talked about it because I know I was interrupted at some point. But I can guarantee, if you guys didn't know, I used to be an Xbox person back in the day. But unfortunately I switched to the PlayStation about 2 years ago, and that was like the amazing decision of all times. I literally do not regret it. Sometimes you can't control your own path, but you know, you kind of wish you can change stuff. That's obviously something I would love to do, but you know, it's kind of it is. You know, you made your decision like years later. I wish I could have went on the PlayStation a lot more sooner than 2 years ago. I find that PlayStation is very reasonable. You know, when you buy, like when it comes to games, they always throw you discounts. They always throw you monthly games. Of course, the Xbox is the exact same thing. But I really love how you can have a bunch of discounts over like maybe 80% off a game that is probably considered as brand new. And I really love how they just like, I really love how it runs, and the taxes are not like so expensive too, so that's what I really like about it. And the other reasons why I really like PlayStation, sorry, it's because I find that there's a lot of, when you're an older person, you kind of want to meet people your own age. You know, you kind of want to people that is probably in the mid-20s or mid-30s or something like that. And you're always bunking around with 10-year-olds and 10-year-olds and 10-year-olds. And of course, you know, you wish you could have switched a little bit sooner. You wouldn't be like encountering a bunch of little kids all the time. That's probably something I would love to do, and obviously love to have people that are around your age. So that is probably the one reasons why I ended up switching to the PlayStation, because there wasn't many little kids around here. And so there's a story behind the little kids part. And I don't dislike children or anything. I have a child of my own, but when it comes to, you know, playing a video game and you want to escape from the reality and you want to meet people that are your own age, or like other moms out there, or single dads, or all of that stuff, well, sometimes you want to meet people your own age, and that's something I always admire to do and something I want to do. But unfortunately, you're always bunking up with little kids, and there's a story behind this. So maybe over 3 years ago, there was an ex-best friend. Unfortunately, she's not even my best friend at this point. I just find that she's very a negative, maybe a very gaslighting, manipulative, narcissistic girl. I'm gonna say that in that category, because that's pretty much how she was, you know, back in the day. And she would literally like tell people of like something that I never said or never planned to do or never did do. She's like one of those like controlling people. So she literally encountered a little child that's probably 12 years old at the time, and she was sending off inappropriate nudes to them, and she was over maybe 24 to 23 years old. And I just find that so sickening to my stomach. I was really scarred, because it's someone that you trusted for a really long time, like a good 4, 5, 6 years maybe into that category. So after that, there was a whole bunch of fighting and a whole bunch of controlling one person over the other. There was a lot of controlling, manipulative, gaslighting into the involvement, and it wasn't just about going to play a video game with your friends. It was more like everything was about trauma, everything was about fighting, and I was like, I need a better environment. I did go to therapy at some point. I did go to therapy about a couple of weeks later, and that's when I originally found out about these type of people. And I'm really glad my therapist was able to kind of tell me what was wrong with me in a way, but there was nothing really wrong with me at the point. You know, they kind of make you feel like you're all nuts and crazy, but technically when you go to a therapist, they'll literally tell you, like, you're not going crazy, it's dumb. So I have actually learned to, you know, self-love and self-care and all of that stuff. And I have to learn that people will never apologize for who they are, and never apologize for what they did to you and all of that stuff. And that was really hard for me to like encounter and for me to go through. And that wasn't something really fun. So that's one of the reasons, mainly reasons why I switched. And I lost all the people that were on there, but that was completely okay with me, because none of them even knew what was really going on. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them would side with her immediately without like considering two sides to every story, because I know how they kind of go with that. But unfortunately, none of them had actually apologized to me for anything, and that is just, I don't know, that's just really stupid of me. So yeah, there's a lot of different reasons why I really like PlayStation, because you find more older people, and that's what I really enjoy. I mean, of course, you're gonna bump into little kids here and there, but I find that there are more older people on that end, like maybe 17 years old and up, I would say. But I did find a lot of people like in the mid-30s and stuff like that, so that was great. Ooh, I found a portal chest. So, the last video, there was some conversations about some people, and then there was like messages in the message board about some people. So I'm going to briefly just kind of go through that, or just maybe explain it, what really went on. There was probably some names in there, or some conversation that maybe that shouldn't be there, but I'm going to briefly just kind of, clarified all that. So there was someone in my message board, and that person was also a nerd. I literally figured that out, that they're just like to be nerfed, and they were just full of lies, and it's just like, nah, I'm not going through this again. They may watch this video, but that's fine. They can say whatever. Oh shit, I almost fell through that hole. Okay, that was even a hole. It really felt it was that deep. Oh god. So yeah, there was a lot of lying through, and it's just turned into this, I don't know, like sabotaging game. So I left. I'm really, really, really proud I did. My life has been so much calmer. I've been so much at peace now. It's not even funny. But yeah, I don't wish to be with them anymore. I don't wish to be near them, speak to them. Really, absolutely nothing to do with them. Like, now I can officially say it, because there was some words into the other stream, and same person that we talked about, they were offended. But honestly, now I'm gonna fully say it. They are nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's just when you get to that point where you're so tired of everything, you're just like, no, they're nothing to you. And that's not a bad thing at all. When people cause you so much hectic and so much sabotaging into your life, you're gonna be like, they're nothing. And you know what? Maybe there's a reason why they would say that from the very beginning, but yeah. So if they do watch this at the end, yeah, they're absolutely for real. I'm gonna officially say it. They are really nothing now. But I'm really glad that I'm able to build myself up. I'm able to heal. I continue a bunch of stuff that was so much better. I met new people that are close to me. So everything has been pretty great. So that's a lot of chatting. I know, like a good 18 minutes, a good amount of chatting. But don't worry, I will end the stream very soon. If you guys want to catch up with me, or add me, or be friends with me on the PlayStation, that is great. Gladly to add me if you guys like. So this final talk that I want to talk about is sort of on the self-care and self-love department. Because, there's so much going on in the world that we kind of forget to be nice to each other, and we kind of forget that, like, there needs to be some kind in the world, and we're so honked up on, competitive things, and who's better over the other, and, like, people kind of need to stop and just be like, hey, time to be calm, time to be kind, like, one of those things that people should start doing. It's very important, because you never know what people are going through. And then when you're so kind to them, it will make their day so much better than before. So yeah, it's just one of those things, It's really good. But yeah, that's a really good chatting. So yeah, I'm not gonna if you guys want to go to the part 2 of the Let's Play Minecraft, I will definitely post this after this one, so you guys can have an actual Minecraft video. And not just me chatting away, but there will be some chatting on the other Minecraft video, that's for sure. But, yeah, I'm just scrolling around, as you can see. I'm just not paying attention to too much of everything. Not wanting to build anything so far. Do I have any? Okay, Step 4 will. Okay, that's perfect. But, I will show you guys some worlds that I've been working on. And, yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to make a full video of it, hopefully soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it what I want to talk about. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.